Online education is necessary because children benefit from structured learning environments, and there is a danger of them regressing if their education is interrupted for too long. While the Hyderabad-based Parikram Humanity Foundation, which also works for the education of children in the city's informal settlements, collected spare smartphones and used them to create virtual schools for approximately 2,000 children. And all first-generation learners from 87 slum communities, 2 or 3 students gathered at selected homes with appropriate physical distancing and shared a smartphone. While school began with assembly at 8:15 a.m. each morning and halted for the day at 12:30 p.m. with a break in between so that the cell phones could be charged. And teachers have also responded brilliantly to the challenge and the crisis, bringing out their willingness to participate the help. And this is what happening across the Hyderabad cities and Telangana, and students and teachers are trying to handle this COVID crisis and go forward with the education. In the world which after pandemic, is online classes necessary? So, online school education in India during and beyond the pandemic marked its importance all the time. Now we have a caller, Mr. Bose, a mathematics teacher from MMCC High School. Let's talk to him and understand the remarkable importance of online education in the crisis. Hello, sir.
Hello, Vasi.
So, do you think online classes necessary?
Yes, it is necessary. Online classes like pandemic is going on, right? Hel- Hello.
Well, sir, is exchange of knowledge possible through online?
Yes, it is possible. Technical things and a little information like what students are seeking. It is possible from online classes, and students are showing their own learning skills, abilities, and coming with the new ideas how online classes should be teach with their new ideas.
Well, sir, before teachers were used to be more responsible for the student education, but now it has a flip of responsibility between the teachers and the students. Now, students are tend to have more responsibility on their education than the teachers, and the responsibility is also divided in between three of students, teachers, as well as parents. So, what is happening within the school surroundings, and how do you take this kind of responsibility?
Like earlier on campus, where student used to come to campus to study. So here we used to take care of them. Teachers were their mentors. Teachers were their caretakers. Right now, when they are learning from home, definitely their parents should support them, their relatives or the people who are at his place. So nowadays, they are taking care of them, and we are of course taking care.
now how are you addressing the accessibility issues? Like students are also facing challenges to attend online classes. So how are you addressing those accessibility issues?
No, I don't think that they are taking challenges. Like it is kind of like if they take it as challenge, like it will be like a challenge. If they will take it as a little fun way, it will be like more interesting for them. Now, earlier, like in campus classes, they were little different. Now, in online classes, like they are coming up with their own ideas. Like, sir, you should teach us in this way, or you should impose this kind of activities while learning, while teaching us. So we have got to know, like we have seen like lot of changes from students, like they're coming with brilliant ideas. And they are
So,
so
like
flexible.
in soon time, school also set to get reopened. So, there will be a lot of changes in the classrooms, and social distancing norms also would be get applicable. So, how new classrooms would be with the social distancing? What are the arrangements, and how teachers are prepared to teach classes in the social distancing classroom, and what can be the strength of a classroom?
Yeah, it is like when earlier the number of students, like definitely we need to reduce the students, or we need to take our rooms, like change the rooms
Okay.
to increase it little bigger. So we definitely have to take care of like these pandemic things, like social distancing and everything, like which comes to the health issues, and it is very much important. So we are not taking any kind of chances or any kind of irresponsibilities towards like our children's career or health or anything.
Correct. So, like, according to your experience, what are the major challenges in the online education while teaching, sir?
Online classes are like, it is not that difficult or it is not that challenging. Here, like I'll tell you one thing. Like when on campus, like classes, there were some students who used to feel shy to raise their questions or doubts or anything. Now
Hmm.
they are coming like through mail or through calls. Like they are getting one-on-one. They are getting clearing their doubts, and slowly we are building up their confidence. And also we are getting to know like on which students we need to focus on.
Okay.
So there are so many things like they are like developing skills, their own skills, like through online classes medium, where they are started writing emails, browsing things, like they are like browsing any doubts if they have in internet.
Hmm.
And it is like also they are like building up their self discipline.
Hmm.
Earlier when they used to in campus, like we used to teach them like a discipline and all. Now they by themselves, like they are building up their own responsibilities, discipline, everything. So these are the
Okay.
things, like we cannot tell it as challenges or something, like how we take it will be like that.
So, sir, do you think is online schooling a good idea?
Yeah, definitely. Online schooling is a good idea today, because here students are building up their skills, like learning skills.
Okay.
In earlier times, there were some schools, and there are some schools like where the teaching is not proper.
Okay.
So students cannot stand by their own self and read a para.
Yes.
Here in online classes, like the reason why they cannot read the para is like they don't fear or their shyness or something. So
Okay.
now here, like they are slowly that building up their confidence level. They are building up their abilities and coming forward.
Hmm.
And here they are like self-dependent. In
Correct.
on campus, they are like dependent on teachers. Here they have to do all the works by themselves. They
Okay.
have to look after their own responsibility by themselves.
So, if we talk about students' end, what could be the challenges for the students?
Challenges for the students in today's time, what they are facing, like it is quite a new thing for them to adapt. It will take some time for them to adopt this, and the challenges are like sitting in front of laptop or tablet or anything for the hours long, as they are not habituated, is like a little bit disturbing them. And coming one on one with after classes, coming one on one with teachers, like if there are, for example, 10 students in a class and have explained some problem to them, and if four of them have doubts, so they all together cannot connect with me at a time
Okay.
in online classes.
Correct.
So one on one, if they are approaching me, I even have to look after one.
Correct.
So the time what is taking, that is the small challenge. What and we are like thinking how we can manage with this thing.
Mm-hmm. So, like at such a situations when you have to teach a particular mathematics formulae and make students understand how to implement it, how does it the session goes? So, are you using any uh, black or the whiteboards, or are you teaching them through school screen sharing or anything? What is happening with the concept of educating students through online, so especially with the mathematics subject?
At present, my students are not that good in online classes to understand. So I use both screen sharing as well as whiteboard. So here, where I need to explain some important things, I have to use whiteboard.
Okay.
I have to write there. I have to show them like each and every like one after one steps. So
So
in
are
online,
students able to follow it then?
students are following,
Okay.
and we have implementing some new techniques in this teaching and making it like a little fun, so that students should not lose their concentration.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we are trying and we are asking students like if we can do it any new things, like if they have any new suggestions or anything from their side which can help them teaching, we are ready to do that even.
Correct. So, like especially when we say about online education benefits, so how it is benefiting students as well as teachers?
Online classes are like benefiting in lot of ways. As I said, you like it is building their confidence, and they are coming with some new thing. Where on campus, like it is like we are adopting a new technique of teaching.
Okay.
So they are getting to know about what online classes are, like how to use system, PC, laptop, tabs, or some whatever.
Hmm.
And I think they are like building up their new skills.
Mm-hmm.
They are finding new things. They are trying to learn new things from internet. Not only the subject what we are teaching, but they are also learning new techniques or new things from internet.
So what
And
is the okay? So what is the schedule of everyday online session, and how long the session is happening?
so online classes will be starting by 8:45 a.m. every day.
Okay.
So there here will be having like breaks. After every two sessions, we'll be having a break.
Mm-hmm.
To and to till to 12:40, 12:45.
Okay.
So in this breaks, like in this intermediate breaks, like students will get to charge their phone, so they can go for their necessities,
Hmm.
and we will having some time like continue after like taking this session. We'll be having some time.
Okay. So how are you preparing to teach online session? Because it's completely different from the traditional classroom. Because in the traditional classroom, we can get to see textbooks and make students read, and in the certain time we can also analyze and understand the concept and go with forward with the teachings and all. But here it's not happening the same. You have to be completely prepared to explain the students what is what. So how many hours are you taking to teach this online classes?
like before teaching, I have to do my work. Like I prepare my own notes, like sitting for 2 hours or 3 hours, like before, like next day, whatever the topic, what I'm going to teach, I have to make it like prepare my own notes. Earlier
Okay.
in on campus uh, teaching, we used to prepare notes, but we have to like take extra things to teach online. So we are taking 2 to 3 hours like our own time to make our notes, make our details and everything. And we are after completion of our session, we are sending them e-notes like through their mail.
Okay.
So if at all if they have any doubts or something, like they can go through that mail, they can go through that notes.
Well,
Even
that's
though if they
great.
have any doubts, like they are approaching us, and a part of that, like we are like for every period of time, like we are trying to contact with their parents, even like how they are doing, like how well they are doing, if they have any issues or something. Like I'm at my place and the students are at their place, so I can only see that whether he's listening or not. But I
Correct.
don't know whether he's enjoying or whether he's not enjoying or whether he's able to understand or not. So here
Okay.
we are even trying to contact their parents and trying to know like how they are doing.
Okay. So, sir, like approximately what is an average time of screen? How many hours students are spending on screen, like for attending these online sessions?
Like a session can go like from 30 minutes to 45 or 1 hour, 1.5 hour. Like how like we are preparing ourselves, like or whatever the topic is or whatever the chapter is. Like we among like our teachers, like we among ourselves, like are discussing if at all if there's any topic which is like little important.
Correct.
So I can extend it for more 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 35 minutes.
Okay.
So this is how we are going on. Like if at all if the other subject, which is what it is not that important to teach today, so
Hmm.
they can take it as tomorrow,
Okay.
where I can spend this time for my subject.
Correct. So overall, in a complete day, how many hours students are spending online and using mobile phones and on screening actually?
For 4 to 6 hours
Four to
every day.
six hours. Well,
Yes.
so do you think that will impact the health condition of the student being exposed to screen for a longer durations? Because according to a study which is also reported that the concentration power of a student is minimum less than to less around 7 to 15 minutes for the any session. So what is the concentration power and how long we are teaching, and every day how many hours students are exposing for online education, and what is the accurate or approximate on screen timing of a student for a complete day?
So here, like my institution, like providing, like trying to give all the students good shades, like glasses, to which like they have to wear that and attend the classes. Like we are like concentrating on their health even, and the health issues. What we talk about, it is like we they are slowly adapting this culture.
Okay.
So definitely in beginning days they'll be suffering with some other issues, but
Hmm.
later on it will be like getting get smooth.
Okay. So, do you have any kind of restrictions to the students while teaching online classes? Like, if you have imposed any little rules like not switching off the uh, video mode or not switching off the audio mode, or ensuring there are noticing certain classes and the students who are attending the classrooms, and also noting down the subject or the main teaching. So how you are handling the students, and what is your interaction, and what is the basic communication gestures of you and students through online classes, because the body language is also not possible to present it accordingly at the online sessions. So how it is happening?
So it is basically something like they should be a little far away from the disturbance, which is what from one single person it should not affect to some other student.
Correct.
Okay, and video mode should be on. either you can switch off your audio mode.
Okay.
And every student must be having a pen and a paper on his desk before like he's attending class. Whether if I'm teaching something and if they are finding something important, they have to note it down. So pen and paper is must, video is must, and they are supposed to away from disturbance. But it
Correct.
should not affect to other students.
Correct.
Sometimes what happens is network issues may also place a serious issue.
So, sir,
So
yeah. So, as we talk about the network issues, considering this network issue, do you think the knowledge sharing is possible through online classes?
yeah, again I tell you like knowledge sharing is possible through online classes. It is not like it is not possible. Like they are gaining how much of a knowledge we are like they used to get in on campus classes. They are getting the same. It is something like that. They are not facing us one on one.
Okay.
Yet they have their own ways to find a solution. They can Google it or they can ask us like and we are sharing them notes. We are doing every possible thing what makes their learning easier.
Correct. So, sir, when we talk about this interaction, so if students and teachers were at a single classroom in a traditional classroom, it used to be like teacher student interaction, but this is not happening. And also, how are you trying to encourage students for an online combined education? Because previously in the tuition, especially the study hours of every school used to be like combined education between a group of students. So they used to prepare on certain topic and they used to exchange the knowledge they have, and that used to be possible in the traditional classroom. So if the concept is still applicable online.
Yeah. Here like what you said that they used to prepare in groups.
Yes.
My students here also doing this in the way. I'm teaching them through some online medium, the
Okay.
same way like in a Zoom meet or like other like apps they are. So they are meeting there. It is not like they are only attending my classes and they are leaving off. They are
Okay.
meeting in other medium like in Google Meets or Zoom calls or different calls. They are meeting there, discussing on the topics what we have thought in the same day.
Okay.
So it is not like they are in like they are not in connect. They are still together in online medium.
So, sir, while you teaching classes online and the students were presenting at your class, and if you observed any of them using other different social sites or something which diverts the concentration of the students in a other tab.
So till now, like I have not noticed any of my students using any of other social media or social websites or something.
Okay.
And we cannot even find out like whether he's using this other app because we'll be not be having that much time to find out like they'll be having we'll be having n number of students. And the day when we find student doing that, and definitely we have to do take some other actions to uh, teach them lesson.
Okay.
So definitely, we are not going to leave him like do whatever he wants. Like we are, the other students are spending time. We are spending time. So
Okay.
definitely, we have to take some other action.
So, what kind of support there is a need for the students from parents?
Now, support they need some not only from parents. They in today's time like they need support from everyone, from the friends, from the parents and teachers and everyone. The mental support like they get, sometimes they get frustrated sitting in front of their laptops or PCs or tablets. Sometimes they might go something wrong.
Okay.
So the parents should be there for like they should take care of them for like, they should come and see their children like for every often like for 1 hour or 2 hours like they have to come and see whether he's uh, on class or doing something as you said like if he's using any other websites or social media or something. So I cannot see what he's doing in his laptop or PC. I just can see his face. So here, like their parents should take initiative. They have to stand here, like look after the things what he's doing, whether he's listening to class or not, whether he's chit chatting with someone, or whether he's taking like the what I said. Like they have to mention notepad to note all the points, whether he's doing that or not. So here, all these things that their parents need to look after.
Correct. So, sir, like when we suggest something to the students, what are the major measures that students should take while attending online classes?
Like in terms of measures what they have to take, it is not like anything. So simply they have to be like responsible from their side, like self discipline,
Mm-hmm.
and they have to be punctual for the session.
Mm-hmm.
And other things are like they're quite common, like again like preparing of notes, showing the concentration,
Okay.
and if they have any doubts they have to stand, they have to approach to their teachers.
Mm-hmm.
So these all the things like we tell to our students as well as to their parents. Like if they are not understanding us, definitely they will listen to their parents. So
Okay.
these are the things what we are trying to implement.
So there is a call of structured learning environments in the school, especially in regards of syllabus. So teachers used to have a certain target to complete syllabus in certain duration. So is the concept of teaching to finish off the syllabus in certain time is also applicable online. So are you still targeting to complete the syllabus while teaching online classes? And yes, how it is being possible, because we have a very different kind of timings and different kind of uh, access to the things which we are before and now. So how are you handling it, and what is the current syllabus status of the students?
No, here we have to complete all the syllabus on the time, but the difficulties what we face is like we cannot like in online classes and on campus classes, like traditional classes. In traditional classes, I can teach like one chapter in a day, but in online classes, I cannot teach whole chapter in a day because
Correct.
students may understand or they may not understand. So we got a bit slow, but we are trying to find some other way to complete the syllabus on the time.
Correct.
Hmm.
So how this 30 minutes session goes on? Like how long the students take to adjust to the screens, and like if you observe any waste of time in settling down students and giving an access to the camera, putting their instruments equipments together and getting their pen paper to attend the classroom. So how this 30 minutes session, which is given a short span to teach them, is enough, or do you think there is a need of extension of 30 minutes duration classroom, as there is a maximum of wastage has is being experienced in this 2 months of these online sessions by students so long?
So, like they are getting intervals for each and every session, like for 2 to 5 minutes. In that time, like they have to settle down themselves. If there's anything they have to take out, like they have to get like notepad or instruments or whatever. So for that, every session they'll be having 2 to 5 minutes of break.
Okay.
In that time, they have to adjust themselves. If they have to push themselves, they have to. Because like already we are short of time and we cannot spare any more time or we cannot waste any more time.
Okay.
So they have to like we are making them understand the importance of time in today's day.
Correct.
So they are also like understanding importance of time, and they are also like before we start our session or before we start our class, they are sitting ready,
Correct.
getting all the instruments, getting all the stuff, like switching on their laptops, switching on their screens, everything. So now they are not wasting any time. Like there definitely will be one or other student like in class who does this, but other students are like doing very well, very fine.
Correct. So there used to be something called as leisure period for students in a traditional classroom. So in those where teachers used to ensure that students get active energy through different kind of little exercises and energizers. So is that still being implicated in this virtual classrooms?
No, no, no. Here we have no, like after like our classes like 8:30, 8:45 to 12:45, every time is like leisure for him. And if we, the thing leisure periods what we used to have in our like traditional classes is to give students some break or some rest.
Correct.
So here like he's at his place, he's at his comfort zone. He's not traveling in the morning like to go to school or like he's not physically doing anything. He's at his place. He's sitting at his own seat. He's relaxed. So definitely, I would not like think that he'll be needing any leisure period or leisure class or anything.
Correct. So, what can be the regular study pattern of a student every day? Because they have an enough freedom now. They can learn. They can also not learn whenever they want. So, it's completely in the hands of students. So, what do you suggest about the study pattern of a student, and uh, for approximately how many hours they must and should spend their time on books?
So here, like we are every day giving students some more other tasks
Okay, that's great.
in terms of subject, in terms of syllabus, or in terms of like other stuff, like which is like helping him to learn.
Hmm.
So they have to do that task. They have to finish that task by that day. But whenever he wants, like soon after the session ends, like he can start that work, or late in the night he can sit and do the task. But next day we are like asking for the task whether he completed or not. We are checking that. It is like not only after session I got free and I can do anything what I want. It's like after each session we are giving a task which should like take 2 to 3 hours of time.
Okay,
So he's doing that.
that's great. That's
It's
great.
kind of homework.
Okay. So generally, there used to be an activity for students like uh, coming outside, attending the classroom, reaching the classroom, and going for a lunch and having an interval break. So there used to be certain kind of physical activity for the students when they used to attend schools. But now these scholars are confined to the homes completely, and they are completely lacking any kind of physical activity, because parents are also not allowing students to go out at least for a playtime, because due to this COVID-19 everyone is restricted to maintain social distancing, and playtime is completely off for the students. So in the times of lack of physical activity, what kind of changes student might face, and what kind of stress they might also observe by continuing their concentration on only attending online classes, and uh, what kind of boredom will be seen in the minds of students?
Yeah, in our traditional classes, yeah, regularly they used to come out, they used to come in, they used to come out, they used to go out for lunch, and see they are missing things which is seriously impacting like personalities. Like they are getting quite dull or quite slow.
Hmm.
But we are like encouraging them in some or other ways. Like we are in our sessions, we are making them like some exercises like they are doing like for the fun thing. So it should not like they are only concentrating on work, and they are not only concentrating on subject or studies. You are like doing some other, making them do some other physical activities, which is like they are little bit enjoying, so that they can like gain some energy, and they can show more interest towards their studies or the subject what we are teaching.
Correct. So, sir, do you think students will be willing to come back to school after they are habituated with online classes? Because the online classroom is a comfort zone completely for the students as well as teachers. And I have two questions here. As a teacher, are you willing to get back to the classroom and teach them directly? And if the students are also willing to come back to the schools to have a traditional classroom atmosphere, and are every one of you completely ready to attend 8 to 10 hours of schooling every day, traveling around 5 to 6 kilometers, and having this uniform and with the restrictions and everything? So do you think this should happen? Like, is it comfortable for you?
Yeah, here like we are, my as a teacher, my responsibility is to teach students. Like either I can come down to school and teach, or I can be at home and sit at my place and teach. So students are willing to come, like they will love to come. And we are like trying to impose like some activities, or like trying to break down like online classes as well as like traditional classes. Because today's time like online classes are also necessary, and as well as traditional classes are also necessary. So we are trying to break it like sometime like they can like instead of sitting at the school for 8 to 9 long hours.
Mm.
They can be at school for 5 hours and then rest for hour or 2 hours. They can go home and they can start online classes. So I won't tell you. I'll not tell you that online classes are not important. Or after the pandemic ends, like when traditional classes starts, like we have to leave this online classes. I would not tell you that. The
Correct.
important traditional classes are the same way. Like online classes are also important.
Okay.
Should not lose their importance towards like online classes, because in this like in this pandemic time, like whatever they have learned through online classes, so it should not like they obviously they have learned some other thing in this online classes, so it should not go like it is not like go like it is not important. Online classes are not important. So
Mm.
definitely we are trying to impose like two breaks, like online classes as well as traditional classes.
So generally, while we were into the traditional classrooms itself, maximum of the students at the upper grade level are addicted with the cell phones, and few of them used to get into the schoolings and play games while the class is happening. So now, what is the situation? And now it's completely the smartphones are addicted because of online sessions is one thing, and secondly they're also addicted because of this video games. So how the role of video games is intersected with this online sessions? So will be a question in the mind of a students that if they have to spend their time playing a video game or attending an online session, so what students are maximum choosing according to you?
Yeah, here like students like upper level students, like higher level students, like they used to get phones in classes. So they used to get it for their like time pass thing. They used to like show off. So here like they are sitting at home, you get your phone, you get your laptop, do whatever. Like in like classes time, in online session time, you attend my classes. After that you play video game, or you have to use your social media or whatnot. I'll not restrict you not to do all these things. But when it comes to learning, you have to learn. You have to attend class. You have to show your concentration. You have to like open your mind and understand what we are teaching, and you have to learn that.
Correct.
After that, like hour, 2 hours, whatever you have to spend in your laptop playing games or using your social media or whatever you do, we are not restricting. We are not stopping you to do that. you do. After that, whatever you again show your interest towards your studies.
Correct. So, like generally, even in this COVID lockdown, there are certain 2 to 3 group of students gathering at a certain place or some friend's home. With appropriate physical distancing, they are sharing a smartphone to attend online classes, because every student is not accessible for the smartphone in remote areas and also few areas in the urban region, because the parents are not willing to let students adopt this habit called smartphones in this early age. So how do you support this?
Like all the students may not afford like a laptops or smartphones or tablets, so we like the other students, the student who don't have the laptop or tablet or PC is going to other friends home. Like a group of friends are going, I have 4 students who goes on someone's place, and they have they go on their terrace. They have built up small home kind of thing. So they sit there, they attend all the classes, and uh, like they attend classes, they understand what we are teaching, and it is not like that the other person who don't have a smartphone or PC, is not understanding, or he's feeling like I don't have a PC, so I cannot learn. It's not like that. The other student is also helping one to other one, which
Okay.
is like a quite good thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, sir, like schools are now online, but still, an orthodox kind of atmosphere is being seen still in the online virtual classrooms. Like schools are beginning with assembly, and students are being forced to attend classes with the uniform. So it's like running as such, the school is running even though the students are staying at their homes. So how do you support this?
No, not every classes, not every schools are asking their students to wear their uniform and attend classes.
Okay.
Here, where we used to come, where we come to like traditional classes, it is like quite a kind of like discipline or something that every student must wear the uniform, or the reason behind like wearing uniform, like a student cannot wear other stuff, like he may not have that many dresses to come to school. So here, like in two pair of schools, like two pair of dresses uniform, he can complete his entire year. And the other thing is like definitely they have to do with like the prayers what we used to do in like traditional classes.
Well, sir, on the same, we'll continue in our next session tomorrow. Thank you for joining us with today's call. And this is how the sudden lockdown due to COVID-19 pandemic has thrust schools and teachers of both public and private institutions into an emergency remote teaching. Well, this with me, Vasvi Kalaro in School Scan for the day.